tearing out pieces of me to replace the broken pieces of you. Tearing out.
Healthy family, and welcome to today's Mindset Monday. Thank you so much for coming and sharing some time with me. I love and appreciate you all. So, today's Mindset Monday, we are talking about divine oneness. Yes, the universal law of divine oneness, which I did a whole series on the universal laws. Sorry, one second. I did a whole series on the universal laws, and you can go back and reference this for more in-depth explanation. However, divine oneness states that everything everywhere has a purpose. It's all connected, right? The tree won't exist without the bird, which won't exist without the ants, which won't exist without the grass, which we won't exist without it, right? Everything is all connected. So when we state that everyone is needed, everything here has its designation, and it's important for everyone to fulfill their role, to stay in their lane, and not try to copy or mimic and be the same as everyone else, right? One beautiful thing about this universe is everything is diverse. Everything about Mother Earth, about nature, it's all diversified. You may see similarities, but they all have their own unique purpose, right? So when you look at human beings and you state, I don't like that human being because I don't appreciate this human being because this human being is not as important or valuable as me because that is true on some level, but not on all levels, okay? It is imperative, it is important for us to recognize the divinity in everyone, right? From the homeless wino to the spiritual guru, okay? Respecting the janitor from just the same way as you would respect the king or emperor, right? Or president. There you go, right? In the beautiful words of Cat William, you think that I respect you more because you are a movie star over my gardener because you say you work every day? No. My gardener works every day. Everyone who works every day works every day. I loved when he said that because that's exactly how I feel. I make friends with everyone. I will speak to everyone. All right? I will be all things to all men because I am that Piscean, just as Jesus Christ was the greatest Pisces of all, right? So when you look at how society is trying to sway things, the reason why I want to talk about divine oneness. When you look at how society tries to sway things or manipulate things to make us all feel like, hey, this is how we all should behave, this is how we should think. We should be angry at this. Sorry, we should be sad about this. We should be happy about this. We should celebrate this. And then you find out that it's all been a hoax, it's all been a fairy tale, or you always knew that it was a hoax or fairy tale, and you just decided now you have enough gumption to stand up to say, no, this is not how things should be. I'm not going to go along with this just to get along with everyone in society. Because I recognize that it is important to have our roles. It's important for men to have their role. It's important for women to have their role. It's important for children to have their role. It's important for teachers to have their role. It's important for singers to have their role, right? And you see how people come together to work together to continue to expand the energy that needs to be present here at this earth at this present time. More of us need to embrace that as we come into that knowledge. More of us need to embrace I can't be all things to all people, because you recognize the difference, the changes. You recognize the uniqueness in the beautiful oneness of it all. You recognize that the pauper should be respected as the king, but of course they're not on the same level. And when you recognize what level you're at, and when you recognize the things that you endure to allow you to be authentically who you truly want to be, then you can see things unfold in your life so much more easier. You'll see that you can go with the flow so much more easier. You'll see that it'll be easier to fall into place and fall into alignment, and you won't be questioning everything and be uncertain of the things that you should be doing, because you're going with the flow of your own authentic lane. You're staying in your authentic lane. You're not trying to be a 10 when you know that you belong between a 5 and a 6. And equally so, you'll find your tribe in that realm. Now, I'm not saying that you can't elevate, that you can't change, but that's a process. A lot of people feel like this microwave mentality should be spilled into everything, and that's not how the universe works. Yes, everything is happening at once. There is no concept of time, but there is measurements on how you can elevate, and that is what determines what level you achieve. Staying in the same parameters, thinking about the same things, eating the same things, doing the same things is going to keep you on the same level. And you can try to change the outside, but inside authentically, this is where you are. That's why there's a lot of people who don't have financial knowledge or literacy who come into a lot of money, whether it's through the lottery or through an inheritance or a sports figure or a musician that gains sudden fame, or even people through social media who gain sudden fame, who achieve a lot of financial abundance very quickly and never really had the fundamentals of finance explained to them. You can see them fall off. You can see them blow through a lot of money very quickly. You can see them get jammed up with taxes, right? Because every cause has an effect, right? And it's all connected in divine oneness. But when you take your time and you process and you build, that's why when you work for things, you appreciate it a little bit more than when it's given to you. That's why sometimes you have to pay for things instead of just it being free, because then you'll appreciate it more. Shout out to my children. So when you go through the process and you say, you know what, I recognize that my whole life I've been a 4, but I'm going to work hard to become a 6 until I become a 7, and then I become an 8, right? I'm just talking about on the levels. I'm saying this for levels so you all can grasp what I'm saying. I'm not talking about numerology or life path or anything of that nature, okay? Just to clarify. But when you recognize that you put in the process and the hard work to move forward, and then you start changing your circles, your diameters, your partners, and you start seeing your relationships evolve, then you start to recognize, okay, I am a part of the all. Everyone has a part to play. My role is continuously changing, or my role may stay the same. But you recognize that it's important for you to stand out and be unique and stay in your lane and not try to pick up or piggyback off of other people or what the norm is or what society is trying to sway you to be. It's important to stay unique and authentic. It's good to have similarities, right? Like we have, all this is grass in my yard, but I have about 4 different varieties of grass. Why do I have 4 different varieties? Who the fuck knows? But I do, all right? All these plants and trees are all plants and trees, but they're different varieties. I have a guava tree, moringa tree, mango tree, a banana tree, you know, different trees, grapefruit tree, orange tree, lemon tree. I love living in Florida. They're all trees, they're all similar, but they're unique. And they stay in their lane. The guava tree will never try to bear mangoes. The mango tree will never try to bear bananas. The moringa tree will never try to bear cerasee. Okay? So that's all I wanted to share with you this Mindset Monday. Keep your mind unique. It's okay to be similar, but keep yourself unique. And don't try to blur the lines too much based off of what it is that society tries to dictate and tell you. Just because you change the outside or the outlook authentically in you, you'll always revert back to where you are if you don't do the things to change the inside to elevate from the level in which you're trying to get to. Okay? It's all connected. It's all a purpose. We need the crackhead and we need the president. I mean, it is what it is. No pun intended. All right, wealthy family. That's it. That's all I got for you today. I appreciate it. I love you all. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.